Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In this video, I'm going to be closing out my second budget by paycheck for October. The first thing I needed to do was to update my expense tracker so I could see the exact amount of money that we are starting with for this budget period. And looking at my expense tracker in my annual budget workbook, we have $3.80 and 25 cents. That's what's currently in this operating account. This is where we pay bills from. This is where we transfer to our savings and all of that. So I'm going to go over it with you, and hopefully you'll do your budget closeout with me, or a budget setup, or review your spending, whatever. We're friends. We can do all of this together. So yeah, this is the second budget by paycheck for the month. And I'm starting with our income. Let me zoom you in a little bit more so we can see. We have a lower budget this week. And the reason why we have a lower budget this week is because there was some issue with the payroll on my husband's job. So I'm going to be using $400 of the income that we plan to use. And hopefully they'll fix the payroll issue by next week, so we can make up for what we're not able to use this week, and we'll have a little extra. Let's see what happens. All right, so my top priority was to remember to add to renters savings to our annual bills, because we have our renters insurance that's due in December, and I really need to make sure that it gets paid. So for our tithe this week, which is going to be 10% of this $400, that's $40. And then for our investing, we plan to put $35, because we were going to work with 5% of $700, but 5% of $400 is $20. So we're going to send $20 to my IRA this week. And then let's go down to cash expenses. I pulled out cash for cash stuffing this week. I have the money right here, and I'm going to be putting $10 into laundry and $40 into my challenges. So that's still $50 for cash. Okay, next bucket on this side of the paycheck budget spreadsheet is bills and expenses. So we are saving up for our November rent because we are a month ahead. The goal was $375, assuming we were working with $700, but now that we're working with $400, we're only going to be able to put aside $150 this week. But again, I'm believing that we'll be able to make this up in the next paycheck. So we were going to also pay two bills this week. We had Metro PCS, I think, and an Allstate policy, one of my life policies, but I'm not going to be able to do that this week. So we're just going to pay Metro PCS, and we do charge that to our credit card. So when the payment posts, I'll pay back the credit card the $94. So that's 150 plus 94, which is $244. So $244 is what we're leaving aside for bills. Okay, let's go back up and take a look at our savings. So the first bucket is basically for long-term savings. And long-term savings, we plan to put $10 to the emergency fund, but since we're working with $300 less, we're not going to put anything towards the emergency fund this week or to household. So savings gets $0. But we are still going to put $10 towards transportation, because we still need to get around and pay back the credit card for our transportation costs. And then for renters insurance, we're going to send $10 over there because that's due soon and we need to save that up. So that's still $20 going to our short-term savings, which are our purpose funds if you're new here. Now for miscellaneous, what I was going to do, I think it was $5. Yeah, but we're going to send $26 to miscellaneous this week because we need to make sure that we can take care of all of our food expenses and all those random things that happen. So $26 there. And we already have balances in these high yield savings accounts. Each category that I write here is an actual high yield savings account, and we're transferring money in there. So there's already a balance and we're just adding to it, just in case anybody was wondering. So let's zoom out quickly and let's fill in our little zero-based budget percentages box. And basically what this is checking to see if I actually have a zero-based budget. Now we started with $400, right? We subtract the giving, Nothing for long-term savings, $20 for investing, $20 for funds, $50 in cash, $26 to miscellaneous, and $244 to bills. There we have a zero-based budget. So I'll fill this in. I appreciate you being here. If you're still watching, please don't forget to click like and subscribe and turn your bell notification on. Thank you. Boom. We gave every dollar an assignment. Now for percentages, I really like seeing the percentages of how much did we actually give, save, and invest. We did give 10%, so that's fine. Savings, we saved $26 for miscellaneous and $20 in our short-term savings. Divide that by 400, multiply by 100. That's 11.5% to savings. And then investing was 20 divided into 400, multiplied by 100, and that's our 5%. Now it's time to make some money moves. So zoom out, come back down, and let's start with the tithe. Success. Tithe got her $40. Next would have been savings, but we're going to go down here. I'm going to send $20 to the IRA, and the one we're focusing on is Fidelity. Success. IRA got $20 on its way. Next, we did pull out cash already, so that's done. Transportation is with Capital One, so I'm going to send $10 over there. And Success Transportation got her $10. Renters Insurance will get $10, but I'm sending it to our annual bills fund because it's included in all of the annual subscriptions and policies and bills we have. Success, $10 sent to Renters Insurance by way of annual bills. Miscellaneous will get $26. Success, miscellaneous got $26. I don't discount the small amounts being transferred because we're doing this consistently, and we do have to learn even during difficult seasons of our lives or transitional seasons, which is where we are right now. My family of 5, about to be 6, we have a baby coming, we've got a child in high school, we've got a child that just started first grade, so there's a lot of new experiences, a lot of transitions happening. We're spending more money. We have to cut back where we need to, but this is just a temporary season. So I don't discount small amounts going to where they need to go just to make sure that we can take care of our expenses, we can cover our expenses, and of course we are still paying bills. So this is what I'm doing in case you're new here. The rent, we're putting aside a portion of it every single week until the next month so we can just pay our rent in full. This week is a little short because the income was short, but we do plan, hopefully by next week, that whole payroll issue will be fixed. So $150 is going to be transferred into the miscellaneous account with a memo that says this is for rent. So this is just a savings, and I want to take advantage of the higher interest rates in this account instead of keeping it in the checking account until it's time to pay the rent. So let me go ahead and transfer $150 to miscellaneous. Okay, so Success, $150 was moved to miscellaneous for November's rent. Now this $94 is going to pay our Metro PCS bill. That's our cell phone. And right now in the account, I'm showing $144.25. So this is staying where it is until we can pay the bill back. So if I subtract 94, this is what we should have. No, it's not. 50 minus 20 because $20 is still pending. So $20 also. So this is what we should have as a cushion in our account after all of the moves happen, all of the transfers and whatnot, all of the money comes out. $30.25. So I want to put 25 cents to the zero out challenge. I want to save as much money there because the zero out challenge for 2023, all of the money that I save up in this year is going straight to my IRA. It's just another savings. It's fun, it's exciting, and I like doing it. So let me go ahead and make some updates to my expense tracker now that all of the money moves are made. And let's zoom in and let's update. So we started with $380.25. The first move I made was to the tithe, and that was $40. So $380.25 minus $240, brought us to $340.25. I like seeing how much is left in the account, and I'm going to just do it in real time like I always do every payday to make sure we stay on top of the money. So the next move that I made was to transfer $10 to transportation. So that $10 here should leave us with $330.25. The next move that I made on payday was to send $10 to renter's insurance, which is annual bills. So I'm going to write that in here, and that would bring us to $320.25. Next, the move I made was $26 to miscellaneous, and 26 from there is $294.25. Okay, the next move I made was $150 put aside for November's rent. And these are just the transactions that I know have cleared already. The ones that haven't cleared, I'm still going to write them in because I want an accurate record of my balance right here on this expense tracker. So $144.25 is where we would be. But I also sent $20 to Fidelity to invest via my IRA. So I'm just going to write Fidelity here, even though it's going to post later on today after I finish filming this video. They usually post on the same day because I'm going to put my trade in before the market closes. Okay, so that will bring us to $124.25. So there is a pending payment or pending credit card transaction to Metro PCS. That's our cell phone carrier. So that $94, even though it's pending, it is going to come from this account. I'm going to fill it in, even though it hasn't happened just yet, but it will. Either the next day, the day after I'm recording, or maybe a couple days and we'll have it paid. So that is for our cell phone. Oops. This should say monthly bills because I don't want to confuse it, but it is a bill. I'll put bills, and this is going to be a payment, and it's going back to Quicksilver. Okay, so minus 94, boom. That is what we said we should have, right? $30.25. I am so close to being done with the $1,000 challenge that was created by Hands and Bands. And when I'm done, that $1,000 will be our base cushion for this operating account right here with Capital One. I'm excited about it because I feel like it's taken some time. I've been saving this money consistently every week since the beginning of 2023, and we're almost done, and we'll be done before December, which I'm excited about. That way I can have a little more interest and I can do a little more with the money. But right now in the account, I'm showing $144.25 because again, these two expenses at the bottom haven't come out yet. So I still have 25 cents on the end. I'm going to send 25 cents to the Zero Out Challenge. You see, every paycheck, every income is an opportunity to save. Even if it's a quarter, a dollar, whatever, it adds up. And I'll show you on the screen what's currently in our Zero Out Challenge. And we have like 105 in there right now, which is really good. I'm about to send 25 cents and just bring this down to an even $30. Why not? So 25 cents is going to the Zero Out Challenge as a transfer on payday. And I'm excited about it because that's more money, growing interest, and more money we can put towards the IRA. So low budgets can still invest and save and make things happen. Success, $25, 25 cents sent to Zero Out Challenge, which will leave us with $30 even in this account after those transfers post. And that is my budget by paycheck for paycheck number 2 of October. I'm excited that we have made some moves. We saved, we invested. Still, despite the lower income, next week should be much better. And I think I'm going to have some extra income to work with outside of my husband's income. So let's believe God for all things working together for our good. All right, that is it, and that is all for this week. I appreciate you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave, and let me know down below if you're budgeting by paycheck. Most of the budgeters I know in this community get paid bi-weekly, so they have two paycheck budgets per month, but I have 4 because we get paid every week. So I hope you don't get tired of me, and I hope you have enjoy the rest of your day. I so forgot to say this. Do not worry about tomorrow. Matthew 6:34. All right, continue to mind your money, manage it well, and live your lives abundantly. Thanks so much for being here. Bye for now.